Thanks for having us in to kick off. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10. They'll set up. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll try the right side this time, and he'll get about 4 to the 29. 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
That is hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll look to throw yet again. In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
Texans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert. And now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. On comes the punter now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Jags offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be marked down short of the 45, short of the 1st down, and here comes 3rd down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Zone infraction. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Here comes 3rd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, You can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Back to the air one more time. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. 3rd and 6.
Third down and 6.
And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Texans offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now a give up the middle. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
To the air now on first and 10. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around. The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. But Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. And that is incomplete.
For an offense that really hasn't had a lot of things go right up until this point, those are the plays that you just have to make. Those can be a spark for the rest of the game, and it's amazing how quickly things can turn. But instead, he overthrows his receiver, and it's all for nothing. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. I think this drive, and particularly that last third down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again. They've got to have earlier success and not just wait for third down to bail themselves out.
The Texans offense about ready to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this first and 10.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, and now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Quick throw, taken in. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
First down, Houston.
And that one incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Up the middle they go. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. 3rd and 9. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And
the pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Texans.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. There's that man again. Another catch.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
First and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. The Chiefs with an ideal start as they move to 1-0 in front of their home faithful. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Bills able to start the season off on the right foot as they get the win at home in their season opener. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Quick throw here is complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll motion the tight end right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
That one taken in by Mitchell. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Now a give on the ground. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Texans have it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way. And
I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back, but either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Jaguars have it. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage. And then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball carrier, you cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. He won't gain a lot of traction there. Down only to the 24. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The motion man here is Mitchell. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. Well, that third down stop sets up a big conversation on this sideline of the offense, Mike. You find yourself in 4th and short, but you're trailing. I think at this stage here in the 4th quarter, I got to send my kicking unit on, take the lead, and hopefully my defense can continue to get stops to pull this game out.
So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And we've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That is hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
No problem there on the extra point, and the Texans will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's second and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Throwing now on first and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down. He's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Third and long. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The Texans getting all set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Jags offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Here is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here's first down. They'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. This one complete right side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They'll look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.